Greetings. Welcome to the Winchester House.
My name is Jan Bomey. I'm the house historian at the Winchester Mystery House, and I've worked here off and on for over 45 years, about 18 years in total. The windows had been, some were taken out in Sarah Winchester's time, some were taken out in John Brown's time, and they'd all been gathered in a storeroom together, which we now call a $25,000 storage room, based on the estimated value of the windows way back then. It occurred to me one day that maybe some of these windows could be put back in the house if we could figure out where they went. And some of them it's pretty easy to figure out. If you go up in the north turret, there were windows that were shaped like this because the turret is round, so the windows follow that pattern. And so those were easy enough. We put those back in. And then it became a sort of a Easter egg hunt, or whatever you want to call it. In short, we ended up putting about 24 windows back in over the last 5 years. And it's been really rewarding, and now people can see them as they're supposed to be seen in the places they were meant to be seen. So it's been a lot of fun. Sarah's house was built at a really interesting time, fortunately for us, because there were certain things going on at that time that really dictated the direction that the design took. Stained glass was immensely popular at that time when she was building the house. And also Lincrusta Walton wall covering, which is on all the walls, was introduced during that time too. So she saw all these wonderful creative designs and motifs and styles coming out, and she started incorporating them into her house. I believe she actually put most of her stained glass in the house in the 1890s. And in most cases, the windows are in fairly good shape, but there have been times when I've had to get professionals to restore the windows. Very often, over time, stained glass in lead will bow, or it'll start to warp just because of its own weight, and sometimes the sun might be hitting. It depends on where it's installed and how much weather it gets. So a number of the windows were very bowed and warped. Sometimes I would look at the frames and see what color they were painted, because the rooms have different colors. So that was often a clue. The size and shape of them is very distinctive. So a lot of times the clues were there and they were easy enough to see once you started looking for them. But there was one that it took me years to figure out. It was standing in that storeroom, a beautiful panel with all beveled crystal. Every piece of it was completely beveled crystal. And I'd never seen a piece quite like it, and it was rounded. And I actually gave up trying to figure out where it went, because for so many years, could not find a place, could not find any opening in the house that worked. I just decided, well, wherever it was, it's gone now. And then one day I was standing at the most expensive window on the main staircase, and I just happened to notice that there were hinge marks on this skylight frame, and all of a sudden it was like something hit me in the head. Yeah, a great light appeared, and I thought, oh God, it wasn't a window, it was a skylight. And that's why it was bowed by its own weight over the years of sitting, probably with the sun coming down on it. And I think that was probably the most fun of all the windows that we put back in, because it was just so unexpected.